Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So here is the fuel pump. I saw it on some of the forums on Facebook, on the 370Z forums, and a lot of them recommended this one. This one costs about $70, $69, 70 shipped basically. And yeah, it didn't come like this. It was in the bag. I just took it out and everything. So weirdly enough, mine came with the leveler. My leveler was separate in a different bag, and I just popped it in here. I just popped the leveler inside here, and then clipped that black clip onto it. So let me see if we can set this up for you. Yeah, so initially this was out. This was outside separately, and all I did was just, put it in the little hole right there. And then I just popped it in the little grooves, those little two grooves, and then put the clip. It's pretty self-explanatory. If yours came like that, just pop it in, and it should look like this. But yeah, I don't know why it's not focusing. There it is. It looks pretty sturdy. I'm gonna go to the Z right now and pop out the new one and see how it looks. Yeah, so how do you know if your top hat is misfunctioning or it's broken or, it's falling apart? So when this first happened to me, I filled up and I was about over almost 3/4 of the tank. And then I drove about 50 miles to 60 miles and it went, below half or whatever. The next day, I drove around, it went up again and I was kind of confused. Then the next day it went down, and then the next day it remained on half tank. So I never filled up, I didn't fill up since the first time I filled up a car. So I was wondering what was going on. It looked on forums and whatever, and that pointed me in the direction of the top hat probably broke off, or one of the, the poles are broken. And then, after a couple weeks, after a couple days, I drive around, it would stay on the half mark. So every time now when I fill up, I just keep a track of how many miles I have left and how many gallons I put in the tank. So if you ever want to know if your top hat is broken, if your fuel gauge remains on half tank, even though you're below that or above that, that's how you know. For whatever reason, mine looks like it's reading correctly, but I don't trust it. I'm gonna still replace it because I have it right here, and I want to show you how you do that. Okay, so if you ever want to find the fuel pump or the fuel pump assembly, it's gonna be on the passenger side. Have a screwdriver wedge in between and just pop it out. That's what I did. So yeah, so take the cover off, then take the installation off. Then we're gonna be right here. So there's gonna be 4 10mm bolts. I'm gonna remove these. At this point of the video, I realized that a previous owner installed a 2013 plus fuel pump assembly on my 2012 370Z Nismo. So if you like to skip ahead and see where I left off, where I uninstall the old fuel pump and reinstall the new fuel pump, you can go to this timestamp. But if you like to know how to reconnect a connector back to your fuel assembly, if maybe you broke your old assembly plug or you destroyed your old plug or something happened and you need to reinstall a new plug, continue watching and I'll show you how to do that. This video just took a turn. I took my top hat off, or my cover off, and realized that someone installed a 2013 plus fuel pump inside here. That's why that one wire has another wire attached to it, because the 2013 fuel pump has 7 wires instead of 6 that this one has. So this video will now be me showing you how to rewire this portion of this on eBay. This clip connects to the new fuel pump, well, regular OEM fuel pump for any 370Z. As I was saying, this connector is for a 2009 to 2012 370Z. This is a 2012 Nismo. So yeah, I got it. I can drop the link down. So I'll be showing you how to connect this connector, or rewire the connector to your, fuel assembly, which is this right here. So I'll be cutting those wires and connecting this. So yeah, so this is for, I guess, any of you guys that might maybe mess up a connector, or, mess up some wiring and you need a new connector. I'll be showing you how to do this right now and what wire goes with what. Okay, so what I just did was I just used some connectors, some butt connectors, and splice the wires. So here's a quick video of how I use a butt connector. So what you do is you get your can get a connector set, and these red ones are rated between 22 and 10 gauge. So that's what you use. You get your crimping or wire stripper tool. I got this at Walmart. Take your wire, you adjust it. Usually you can just do it once it's in. You put it in like this. Then you just separate. Boom. Take your connectors and you twist the wires a little bit. Then you put the connector inside. Make sure it's in. You take this and you use this section that says 22 to 10 right here. Like this. You squeeze until it's tight on there. And then then I'll show you what I do when I get to the car. All right, so how it goes, this is your clip, correct? I'll show up a diagram real quick, but just to recoup, or just to, go over it, the wire on the right side of the clip is gonna be the yellow one. The one next to that is going to be the red wire. The middle wire is gonna be the black wire. This wire right here is going to be the white wire, and then the last wire to the left is going to be the pink wire. Again, I'm going to show up a diagram of how each wiring is set up. And just to recoup, or just to go over again, this is for the 2009-2012 370Z. So after you remove that, to unclip this, because you're gonna have this clip on this white area, and it's gonna be behind this ridge. In order to take it off, I use a flathead. So like I said, this clip is gonna be like this. It's gonna be on it, and it's gonna be behind this white rib. So what I did was I used my flathead screwdriver. Sorry I didn't have it on, I'll do it on camera. Use my flathead screwdriver and I pry in between here, and I lift this tab up over the rib, so that's on one side. Then I use my finger, try to hold it, and then go on the other side and lift that one up and then slide it out, and that's how I got it out. Now I'll be, taking off these screws, and then we'll pop the fuel assembly out. Okay, once you take off all those screws, you'll lift this off. If your hat assembly is broken, your pump won't pop up like mine. Mine had some, resistance, so it kind of popped up. But if yours broken, it'll just stay down. And just be careful when you're unbolting the last screw in here, because your pump may be half broken. It'll want to pop up, like I said, and that might pop the screw, and then you might lose it. So be careful. Like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, mine didn't. So, mine had some tension because I think one of the rods are broken, because my fuel reading is incorrect. So yeah, so it's gonna pop like this, and I'm gonna slowly remove it. So yeah, so mine is halfway out. Just want to remove this clip, squeeze those two brackets, and wiggle the clip out with the flathead, and I'll be back when I take it out fully and see what's wrong. This is a 2013 and plus fuel pump. And again, the reason why I took it out was I was having, weird readings on my fuel gauge. So this is a 2009-2012 fuel pump. You can see the difference. This has a side clip, and this one has a top one. Well, he did his weird thing. So nothing was wrong with it. So anyway, so when you remove your fuel pump and you remove this hose at the bottom, it's gonna come with this brown clip. You're gonna put this clip on the new fuel pump. So I'll be doing that right now. Right here, put this clip on the new one. That's it. Green clip goes on the top, brown clip goes like this on the bottom, and we'll reinstall it and call it a day. So this fuel pump that I got, it came with a gasket, and that gasket goes, see that little groove goes in between there, and you want to put that there first. Let me do that real quick. So this gasket comes with your fuel top hat. You put it right here, so when the fuel assembly is sealed, the rubber gasket seals it even more. So we're gonna put this in real quick, and like I said, this hose will be going on the new fuel pump. Okay, now you're at this part of the video. You put the fuel pump in, you connect to your lower hose on the fuel pump. You're gonna put this over, over like this. And now that the fuel pump is healthy, it will be pushing back. So make sure you have your gasket right there, and it's pushing back. So you want to push all the way down. Yeah. And then we're gonna bolt up these bolts. So let me do that right now. Now did all the hard work. Don't tighten these bolts. Actually, don't tighten them too hard. Obviously you're gonna put them on, but don't, you know, torque them hella hard, because obviously what if something goes wrong, you're gonna have to take it off. So that's it. And then I'm gonna put my connector, and hopefully I did everything correctly and I don't have any issues. So I'm gonna clip on my connector and call it a night, and then start the car. Did gas. Damn. Anyway, I just filled it up. I hate that, by the way. That pisses me off. Well, look at that. My gas gauge has never filled up the entire bar before. Before, it would always stop at either that or that when I fill the tank. So I guess this is safe to say that, yeah, everything is working perfectly fine. If this video helped you out, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Again, I'll leave a link in the description on, you know, what the brand of fuel pump I got. It's this one. Also a link on the clip that you need if you mess up your harness clip. And that's all I have. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you guys for watching this video, and thanks. Peace.